continues and favored few. But even in this, we continue to see the disparity and the widening gap between what is perceived to be green and red communities, while the working class struggle to live from paycheck to paycheck. Staying the course of PPPC is simply maintaining the same policy of structural discrimination against minority and marginalized groups with scant regard for the sacrifices of public servants. Let me share a sad experience with you. I met Corporal Ward at the wash bay as we waited to get our vehicle washed. I still feel his pain. He was deployed to the border and felt a sense of accomplishment, reward for service, when it was announced the allocation of our slots for those serving at the borders. He said, but reality not hard. I will not be able to pay for that land if allocated, since I'm paying for a vehicle through the bank and my present salary will not allow same at this time. And that is the hard fact.
Honorable members, please, there's a difference between heckling and shouting. I cannot even hear the speaker. Please continue.
Madam, that is the hard fact. In every public service sector is the same cry, different day. They can't afford a good life under this uncaring PPPC government. I now shift my attention to my area of responsibility. The residents of Victoria West Sideline Dam have to endure these deplorable situations daily, and now that the rains are upon us, this situation is further compounding. The taxi drivers refuse to ply that area that they are citing how bad the road is. Madam, this is I have everything here. You can have it. The condition of the road we met little Tamara and our two siblings as they navigated the rivers on the road on their way home from school. And this is the plight of many. Our children are plowing through streets to get to school so that they can get an education for themselves. Moravian Street is no better. Victoria East Sideline Dam is as bad as the West. The electric poles along the East Sideline Dam are like crisscross puzzle. A disaster waiting to happen. A disaster waiting to happen. As a matter of fact, August 2022, the 22nd, during a walk in the area, I called and reported the matter and even shared images. 17 months ago and 17 months after, nothing has been done to correct the situation. Here, madam, I have to be a good Samaritan as I assisted a resident to cross the bridge at Dublin Street, Victoria. This bridge connects Dublin Street to the East Sideline Dam. All the roads in the backlist are atrocious. Again, I have the facts here to present to you. I spoke of these areas last year, and I recognize work being done to the backlist East Sideline Dam. But what is worrying? Only 100 rod of that road is being done. From the road to the line. Am I to understand human beings do not live beyond that area? No, let me correct myself. It's a shortage of the 5 F's. Friends, family, favorite, and favored few. Madam, I refer to these 2 villages and the state of affairs to point out to you what it means to stay the course. Stay the course, a reflection of continuing with the 5 F's. The village of Copenhagen is bound by these 2 villages, and all the streets here are done, all its little Dubai. And a point to note, 1 street was done 3 times in 18 months, and that's in Copenhagen, and nothing for Victoria and Nabaklis. Each community must benefit from the oil wealth of this country, regardless of demographics or political affiliation. I saw a publication, and the minister said it just now. Roads were completed in Block 20, Aslington, but that's just a sprinkle in the ocean. 85% of the roads network need urgent attention. But I dare say, all the streets in Falls, another little Dubai. Again, in my presentation, I spoke about the condition of roads in Buxton, Paradise, Pleasance, and other villages along the East Coast and recognized some attempts to correct same. But when 2 roads are being done in these areas, all the roads in places like Enmore, Lusignan, Enterprise are properly done. And that's the hard fact. Is this how you are building prosperity for all? And the answer is a resounding no. Mr. Speaker, 80% of the roads in Mahaika have been rehabilitated. But this administration continued to pay little attention to the local authority areas such as Buxton Falls and Haslington Grove. To improve the condition of dilapidated structures, Madam, it must be noted in PPPC support areas, 2,432,168,341 was spent and 90 roads completed. And that's in 2022. In APNU support area, 408,207,406 dollars spent and only 6 roads completed. This is the practice. So progress for all. The question remains, who are we talking about? The Minister of Sports and Culture said he built 150 facilities and supported 250. Sir, facilities in communities like Victoria and Paradise are still to get assistance from this ministry. The management of these facilities have to seek alternative means to improve the deplorable condition of those facilities. And we continue to see friends, families, and favorites of the PPPC are given illustrious contracts above their competencies. And infrastructure are crumbling even as they're building them. All housing areas, lands were allocated for recreation, but these spaces are now safe haven for grazing pastures for cattle. They need attention. The health sector, healthcare services in the region are a colossal failure. With $90.2 million expended in 2023, we continue to experience a shortage of basic drugs, while the vulnerable citizens find it difficult to purchase same. The deplorable condition of the C.C. Nicholson Hospital is a testament to what it means by staying the course. And of course, this is only for the 5 Fs. This institution continued to be deprived of the basic services for the citizens. Visits made to their and other facilities such as Melanie, Bedford-Wacton, Buxton, and Luluni revealed a severe shortage of drugs and basic services. Madam, Miss Elsie George, a pensioner of Haslington Village, is at her wits' end to find the finances to purchase medication for her son, who is hospitalized with a heart condition. That prescription has to be refilled monthly, and it must be noted, Marlon is the sole breadwinner for his extended family. He is the father of 3 minor motherless children. I can say to you, this situation is widely replicated. I hope that with this $129.8 billion budget in 2024, their wars will be a thing of the past. Madam, in 2023 on education, $105 billion was expended to implement the sector's various initiatives, but we continue to see dilapidated structures and eroding behavioral patterns perpetuated by our students, and lack of mechanism thereof to combine the scourge of these. Added to that, Madam, we witness the rise of teachers being assaulted by students and their parents. This must be fixed and be fixed now. Further, while the Honorable Minister presentation gave $135.2 billion for education in 2024, we are yet to see the measures in place to improve the quality of output in 75% of our schools. I beg, let us not be carried away by the figures, but let the evidence of the spending be reflected in our human resources. Madam, the Honorable Minister boasts of 99% trained teachers, and the world is aware of the hard truth. Teachers graduated who dropped out of college after the first semester. Teachers graduated and final grade for exam have not been presented. Just to name a few. So when we boast of such, the quality of competencies are highly questionable. Woe to the nation, and I'm happy that I did. I'm happy that I did. It's too much. Social services. The delivery of services in this region continue to be a burden to the poor and vulnerable. Ms. Thomas, a mother of 3, has a special needs son, who she is desperately trying to get assistance for. In her words, I quote, Teacher Maureen, I fed up. Them people behaving like if this money at them own, and me got to beg them from. Look, imagine 1 year done since I apply and do interview, and every time I ask question, them tell me I got to wait. And strong people who nothing wrong with them, I get money. Look, me not able. More me go do what me can do. And of course, names were called to those with persons who are receiving stuff. Madam, this is the plight of the poor and vulnerable. It must be addressed and addressed now. Madam, I say to this House that the Regional Democratic Council of Region Number 4, the biggest region, after consultation with the residents, requested $14 billion to improve the lives and services.
Honorable Member, 15 minutes is up. To continue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I do move that the honourable member be given 5 minutes to conclude our presentation.
Granted, you may conclude your.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I say to this House, the Regional Democratic Council of Region Number 4, the biggest region, after consultation with the residents, requested $14 billion to improve the lives and services for its residents, but received $12,365,104.00. In comparison, sir, Madam, in comparison, Region 3 received $11,336,050,000. Region 5, 6,326. I to know you to find out. 565,000, and Region 6, 13,867,020. Make this make sense, PPPC. Madam, this is the discriminatory practice that we continue to see. Guyana belongs to all Guyanese. The time has come for the PPPC government to stop playing politics with the livelihood of our precious citizens. I say, Sonia Parag, honorable member, it is not okay. Priyamani Chan, honorable member, it is not okay. Vinaya Prasad, honorable member, it is not okay. And certain Ashley Kumar Singh, it is not okay. Let all Guyanese benefit equally from our oil resources. Then we can truly say Guyana is on the cusp for greatness. This great land of ours. Madam, this budget failed to satisfy the basic needs of our ordinary citizens. As a consequence, my conscience will not allow me to support this budget. I thank you.
Now, excuse me, Madam Speaker. Earlier during the honorable member's speech, she made a comment that encompassed all of the graduate teachers just now, where she said that teachers were unqualified for graduation and let into the system. I'm asking the honorable member, as a responsible member of this honorable House, to provide the names of the teachers she said dropped out and graduated, or that comment be expunged from the record and that an apology be issued to the graduating batch of 2023.
Honorable member, are you able to provide a list of the teachers?
The honorable member has committed to giving us that list, and I'm very grateful for that. The nation is waiting on it.
Thank you very much. I now call upon the Honorable C. Paul Narayan.